Hey guys, Brent Hull Build Show, talking today about beauty, building, and when did all the crap products ended up in our jobs? Come join me today in the Build Show. Now, some of you might say, well, when did we start building all this crap? When did we start doing all this stuff? And it really truly started right after World War II. Now, what had happened, right? We'd had the Great Depression in 29, all the way through the 30s and into the 40s, we go into the World War II, and we don't come out of that until 46. And so almost a 20-year period of time where building kind of stops. And we got out of a habit of crafting houses, making things beautiful, and got into the habits of building cheap and fast. I get frustrated, and if you saw my door video talking about how doors are so cheaply made, you understand where this rant comes from. Here's what's happening today, guys. We are celebrating installation instead of celebrating craftsmanship. We're celebrating someone, tipping a door in, the HGTV demo is a big thing, and then, this big finish reveal. It's not craftsmanship, it's not building. And, perfect example is this door, right? This was one of the doors from the video. You might go, oh, there's a 6-panel door. No, there's cardboard and styrofoam, right? It is a picture of a door, right? It is a molded piece of, there's not any wood, everything's glued together, and yet we're installing these things in our houses. If you look at this hardware, it is just stamped and made from the cheapest material, not even sure there's metal in here. And when you take this and compare it to, a hand forged handle, right? Or, a handle like this, a French handle with this beautiful brass little presser over here. It's a night and day kind of comparison, right? And it doesn't mean you have to install these in any of your projects, but it just means I want you to start questioning the stuff that you're putting into your projects. I want you to start thinking about and looking at and getting inspired by the things of the past, because we're falling away. And so our job as builders and as craftsmen is to craft, is to do great things. And so Starbucks came along, 20 years ago, and it was shocked, industry executives at Folgers that people would pay $4 for a cup of coffee. Well, why would they do that? Or the same thing with the beer industry. Why would people pay so much for these craft beers? Because they taste good, because they're made of real things, because someone actually has put their hands into it and made it. And so we are, a fast food nation that is all about cheap and fast. A ton of flavor. I mean, the Dorito flavored taco shell at Taco Bell is a perfect example of, just throwing all this freaking flavor at you to overcome cheap food, right? Why is this builder grade? Why is the cheapest, worst stuff given our name, right? And so I want us to remember what our great tradition is and the way we used to build. And when you see this, and you see the opportunity of the past, right? And you see the way we used to craft things and ornament things and make them beautiful, it becomes a realization that we can do so much more, that there's so much more opportunity. There are beautiful things out there if we look in the past that can make our projects better. And look, I want you to be taking these things to clients. One of the reasons we have such great clients, or you guys might look at our stuff and go, oh my gosh, no one does that. Well, all I'm doing is presenting opportunity to our clients. All I'm doing is saying, hey, look guys, here's a way we could build better, and letting them choose. And in a lot of cases, they'll say, well, yeah, I'd rather have this than that. So don't fall into these old habits of, that's what's available, or that's what's here. I can't get that at my, local lumberyard. Start to push yourselves for the better products, the better things that are out there, so that we can start building more beautifully. You see these things contrasted in those two historic projects we're working on. In the Granbury house, they've got that Home Depot front door in the back side of the house that just looks cheap. I mean, all the plastic rivets and all the, the cheap products, when you compare it to that house that's 150 years old, 140 years old, you go, this is better than this. Same thing in that house, the 1870s house. They had the 1950s edition with the hollow core doors, and it immediately stood out as a cheap way of building compared to the historic methods that have been used in the earlier editions. Okay guys, opportunity in building, that's really what this rant is about. I want us to raise the bar. I want builder grade to be the best grade. I don't want builder grade to be the worst grade. I want us to, stop putting plastic into our jobs, stop putting snap together and celebrating installation, Instead, I want to celebrating craftsmanship. That's the goal, that's the plan. Let's eat healthy, right? Let's build beautifully. Those things go hand in hand. And if we do that, we really will make better communities, better clients, better houses, better name for ourselves, all because we're chasing after beauty and craft. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and Facebook, Hull Millwork, Hull Homes. Sign up for the newsletter. And if you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. I'm Brent Hull. Thanks for watching.